How's it going, guys? Dustin at Daily Grind Fantasy, and in today's video, I'm going to give you a positively correlated NFL slip for Week 5, which takes place on Sunday, but I'm also going to give you guys a PrizePicks slip for the discounted prop they're giving you in college football for Saturday. So if you're able to get that in as well. If you're watching this on Sunday, stay tuned for the correlated slip. It's going to be in the Eagles-Rams game. Before we get into it, though, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button while you're at it, because it really does help us out, guys. I would appreciate it. Let's go ahead and hop over to the Daily Grind Fantasy website where you guys are staring at the correlation tool. This is where we give you guys fully correlated slips for you to enter across many different DFS apps. We got 89 current slips on the correlation tool, right, for you guys to enter. It's up 245.8 units over the last month and a half since 8/18. That's including soccer, NFL, and recently college football. Last weekend, we absolutely crushed NFL and college football, hitting multiple slips on both Saturday and Sunday via the correlation tool. So if you guys want to check out the correlation tool and try it yourself, linked in the description, you guys can go ahead and get access to it. There is no free trials for this because it's literally full slips. It's all tracked right here for you guys to see. It does work, as you can see. $5 unit bettors are up big, even after paying their subscription price. So if you guys want in, jump in now. So I went to Twitter, at sportsbydustin is my Twitter if you guys want to follow me. I asked which correlated slip they would want for Sunday. The majority of the answer was Eagles-Rams game in the replies, right? So a lot of UD, a lot of Eagles-Rams. 49ers, Cowboys was pretty close second, I would say. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the Eagles-Rams game. Remember, follow me on Twitter, at sportsbydustin if you guys would like. The company website, or Twitter, is at DG Fantasy if you want to check that out as well. So before we get into it, I want to go ahead and give you guys that PrizePicks slip that I just created using the PrizePicks Optimizer here. I went ahead and took the Carson Beck over 230 pass yards. Look, he's 269.5, even line on some of these sportsbooks, even some juice on the over of 269.5. We get it at 230. Thanks to PrizePicks for giving us a discounted prop. And thanks to Drake as well, because Drake dropped his album. So then I guess PrizePicks has given us a discount dog, a.k.a. the Georgia Bulldogs. So I'm excited for that. I'm playing it with these two highly percent odds to hit plays at 56%. Freddie Freeman, Corbin Carroll in the MLB to go over 3 hits, runs, RBIs. Bryce Harper, Ronald Acuna, over 3 hits, runs, RBIs. Who doesn't love rooting on that? Playoff baseball. We got couple studs in the lineup, and I went ahead and added James Conner and Zach Ertz to score a touchdown, and Dalton Kincaid and James Cook to score a touchdown Sunday as well. Some NFL plays for you guys. So Carson Beck over those 2 MLB plays I had mentioned, and then James Conner and Dalton Kincaid over rush plus receiving touchdowns as well. So that's the PrizePicks slip. Now, I want to get to the correlated slip here. Actually, real quick, if you guys want to try the fantasy bundle, which includes this optimizer here, along with all the other DFS apps you get access to as well for the optimizer, and the middling tool known as our fantasy bundle, that's linked in the description below. You guys can get that for 7 days free for a free trial if you guys want to use it. Now, let's get down to the nitty gritty. The Eagles Rams correlated slip. Now remember, positive correlation. What is that exactly? Where if one outcome is going to happen, it's likely that these other outcomes are going to happen, right? So positive correlation. If X happens, Y and Z are more likely to happen, right? So I'm going to go ahead and reveal the slip, but stay with me, and I want you guys to see why this is really good, playing these positively correlated slips on apps like these set payout platforms like Underdog, PrizePicks, ParlayPlay, JockMKT, all of those. Also, if you don't have Underdog yet, use code DGF, sign up, you'll get 100% deposit match up to $100, and you'll get this slip in. Okay, Underdog, here it is. Here's the slip. I didn't do a drum roll, so I'm going to pretend I just did one. Boom. All right, we got it up. Jalen Hurts is where we're going to start, over 245.5 pass yards, right? We'll get Jalen Hurts in, over 245.5 pass yards. Awesome. Got it. Now, what are we going to do to correlate with Jalen Hurts? We're going to be taking his receivers on the overs, right? Between his receivers and his tight ends. If Jalen Hurts goes over 245 pass yards, it's likely that his receivers are going over their receiving totals as well, whether it's receptions or receiving yards. It's just how it works, right? He's got to throw the ball to somebody, and if he's going over his projection, it's likely this is going to happen. So let's go ahead and add A.J. Brown and Dallas Goedert. A.J. Brown. Let me type in Brown. A.J. Brown over 74.5, and then Dallas Goedert over 34.5, right? Then we also had his other receiver, which was Devonta Smith. Over 5 receptions, right? So it's set to 5. Set to 5, so you get a little bit of push potential on that one, but nonetheless, still a good play here on Underdog. We'll talk about why this is such a good slip as well after we add this last one. So Matthew Stafford over 275.5. So basically, it looks like we're projecting a game script of, or what we're rooting on at least, a game script of all passing, right? So mostly passing. Seems like maybe Jalen Hurts in the Eagles get out to a lead. Matthew Stafford's going to have to start throwing the ball a bunch in order to go ahead and catch up. And he goes over 275.5 pass yards on Underdog here. So let's go ahead and add that. So it looks like a heavy stack on the Eagles in this specific slip. This isn't how all correlated slips look, though, right? We've seen correlated slips with punts. We had one yesterday in Thursday Night Football, just missed. Terry McLaurin was 11 yards shy of a 40x on ParlayPlay that we had on the correlation tool for the Thursday Night Football game. But that also had unders and punts, right? Because if teams are throwing the ball and moving the ball down the field a lot, you don't even have to be throwing the ball. If they're moving down the field a lot, it's high scoring. Less punts happen in the game. So we had both punters under. They went under. Unfortunately, the only prop that missed was Terry McLaurin. So this close to 40x on ParlayPlay. He was 11 yards off. So this is going to be the slip. But look, if we played this same slip over on FanDuel in a same game parlay, we are getting robbed. We're getting robbed $100 on the same slip, give or take a few yards, like Matthew Stafford's 269 here on FanDuel, but 275 on Underdog, right? But then A.J. Brown is higher on FanDuel. Dallas Goedert's higher on FanDuel. Devonta Smith is juiced minus 150, I believe they have him minus 152 to go over 4.5. So it's likely the sportsbook or FanDuel is giving that a likely chance for him to go over 4.5. So you get that at 5 on Underdog. So you maybe have that push potential there, right? But if you can go over 5 with that heavy juice, a 4.5, they're liking him to get some receptions. That would be great, obviously. We'll see if he pushes or not. But give or take a few yards, either for us or against us. You put $100 down, $1,302 is what you would get on FanDuel. This same play, if you put $100 down in a 5-pick parlay here on Underdog, you're getting paid out $2,000. That's absolutely insane in comparison to what you're getting paid by playing it here on FanDuel. You're getting robbed. That's why this correlation is so key in such an edge in DFS when you're not getting dinged for this positive correlation like you are on the sports books. So that's going to be the slip. Jalen Hurts over, A.J. Brown over receiving yards, Dallas Goedert over receiving yards, Devonta Smith over 5 receptions, Matthew Stafford over 275 pass yards. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Best of luck if you're tailing this slip and the PrizePicks slip, and we'll see you in the next one. Let's cash.